Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, listen, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about psychology of love. Listen, let me ask you a question. What does love feel like mentally? Have you ever thought about that? Think about it. When you're in love, it is an intense, happy feeling, right? You can't stop this about the person that loves you. You know, they can't sleep at night. You get funny butterflies in your stomach. You got to call them every 10 and 15 minutes. You all right? You good? You know, you can't stop anything about how you feel about them. Talking about them with your friends, you're all excited with your friends and, just can't stop talking about it. Your friends probably get tired of hearing about your name, but you keep on talking. You don't even care what they think, right? You are usually excited to see them and be around them, You never get tired of them, but after a while, it wears off because, at the beginning, sometimes it's a sense of infatuation. It really is. See, the psychology of love says that when we care about people, we do our best not to harm them, no matter how we feel. And sometimes we just let cycles just go by of different habits and habitual things we may notice, but we just let it slide because that's the love that we have in our hearts. From the beginning, I wouldn't even really call it love. You know what I mean? You know how they say love at first sight? I believe it happens. I believe it's real. But most people, it's infatuation, They're sexually involved. They're talking about sex, this and that and the other, and they're constantly at it with each other in a sexual way more than anything. They're more like lusting after each other. But check this out. Soulmates, true soulmates, they ain't born. They are not born. They're created, meaning that you can spend the rest of your life with one person and have a deep and beautiful love story. But that process is actually co-created. I'm going to say it again. That process is actually co-created. It is not the fairy tale of a Prince Charming who, arrives perfectly ready to sweep you off your feet. You heard those stories. Prince coming on a horse and scooping up his, we see those things, those fairy tales in our books in elementary school. It's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with dreaming and fantasizing, but from a realistic perspective, it ain't real. You know what I mean? So, so basically, you know what? Choose a person, that's a person to build an equally fulfilling life with that isn't even always perfect, because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. But get somebody who can help you grow more into the person you're meant to be. All of that fairy tale stuff is not real. It's an emotional process we go through in different relationships. But you know how you can tell a relationship is authentic? It's simply, have an argument. Go through something where your money ain't long no more. Sometimes some situation is designed to just really check out and do a spot check to see who that individual is, whether it's the man or the woman. So check that out. Because a lot of us, from a psychological perspective, we go through a lot of crazy emotions from a mental aspect as well. We go through these crazy emotions and we believe that we're really, really in love with somebody, and come to find out later that, you know what, that person ain't even what you thought they were. But then even when you find out they're not what you thought they were, real love kicks in and it comes together and it helps each other out. You know what I'm saying? You might figure each other out, but if true love is in the mix, it's going to stand. And guess what? It ain't going to die. It ain't going to go nowhere. Now I understand what it means to weather the storm and go through the test of times. Many people are not built like that no more. Let's be real. A lot of people, and with society and multimedia and all the stuff that's going on in this world, these reality shows and stuff like that, it's not the same no more. It's hard to find somebody that really loves you. And forget about if you come in with a whole pocket full of money and everything like that. Like if you're approaching somebody like that and you show up like that, that's exactly what they're going to expect. I thought about what Denzel said. He said, look, my wife loved me when I ain't have nothing. She stuck with me when I ain't have nothing. And guess what? They still together. That's right, because that's the one. Nobody want nobody fronting. So check this out. Get somebody who really gonna stick by your side. Your ride or die. Who's down with you. When you experience the quicksand situations, they sinking with you because they know they're gonna come up with you. That's real love. You can say what you want to say. Look, I'm open for your opinions, but guess what? Opinions is like, excuse me, a butthole. Everybody got one. I'm Jay Anthony, the voice of love. Peace.